Pages, as the name suggests, is where you can see all of the main pages of your website. So when I say pages, I'm not talking about individual blog posts. I'm more referring to like main navigation items, your home page, your contact page, your about page. The blog page is where all of your blog posts live. It's that kind of thing. Pages have been built for you by us using something called Flex Content Sections, which we'll see in just a second here. These are sort of like individual modules or building blocks that allow you to create a unique look for each of your pages. So unlike posts, which we saw in a previous video, just had the WYSIWYG editor, pages are going to look much more sophisticated, which means that they can also look a little bit more intimidating if you need to come in and edit something. But we're going to talk about that and figure out how to make that easy and familiar for you. So let's use the home page as an example. I'm going to click on it to open it up. And here are the Flex content sections. So some things look familiar, right? So we see this Add New button. We see our title field here. We see the permalink. Go ahead and open this up, have it in a new tab, and we're going to use it as a point of reference. So as we dive in, we don't see the WYSIWYG editor anymore. We see Flex content. This is what I was describing as these modules. Each module is designated by a number next to it. So this first one is called the hero section. It has certain things that you can choose from, like if there's an image or if there's only a title. If there's an image, you're going to be prompted to upload an image for it. Title, subtitle, text, link. There are a lot of elements to just this one section, this hero section, and it can seem overwhelming. So you have the page, the front end of the page open in a tab so that you can use it as a reference. So now we see, okay, this is the hero image. This is the title here. This is the subtitle, we can help. And then here's the text and the link. Text and the link here. Okay, so we're using the front end to help understand what each of these individual pieces within the hero section Flex content mean. So item 2 is services. So we have, a little information here. This section displays all services. Option 2 shows more information than option 1. For this one, we have option 1 chosen, which looks like this. And we'll dive into services in a different video. Then we have a content block. So once we get below services, this is a content block. Here's the title of it, right, for our patients. It is a link with a link list with image. So we have our links here and our image here. Links here, image here, right? So you're starting to sort of see how the pieces in the back end correspond to the pieces in the front end. Now, this may still feel a bit overwhelming, and that is okay. There are a lot of blocks, a lot of Flex content sections on your home page. When you get to the bottom of all the Flex content sections, you're going to see this Add Section button, and this is going to show you all the different sections you have to choose from. Here's what I recommend to people who are trying to familiarize themselves a bit more with WordPress. Create a new page and save it as a draft. Call it a test page. Save it as a draft, and then just start playing with sections. Fill them out. Add a title, add these titles, add rows, and then preview the page as you're putting it together. This is going to help you understand and become more familiar with what each of these sections means, what each of these sections is capable of doing. And that's going to really empower you to come in and edit your pages or even create new pages if you need to. Another thing to note about Flex sections is that you can drag and drop them. So if you wanted services to come up above columns, you just click the whole section and drag it up there. So again, just to become more familiar, you can create a test page, save it as a draft. That means that it'll save but not be public for anyone to see. And that's where you can come in and learn more about how these Flex content sections work.